Hello and welcome again, and this is episode number 3 now. And yeah, I bring to you in this episode a showing of my collection of what I have so far. And I'll let you guys all know right now, it's not nearly as large as some other people's collections out there on YouTube. Basically, all you see right here and right here is all I have. But if you ask me, I have a good respectable things in my collection that I have. And yeah, and if you haven't noticed already there, been adding some shelves there. But yeah, now let's move on to what's directly to the left of me right here. Of something you guys usually never see in my videos here because it's off the screen here a little bit. 1 second. Alright, and here we are. We start off in this shelf here. And here is my Psycho Ranger shelf. Bring you a little closer to show you them all in their glory. I'm actually quite proud that I jumped on buying these guys here. As you can see, the box is directly right behind them there. And I gotta say, I think my personal favorite out of these 5, Blue Ranger there. Just look at him. That axe, yeah. Alright, and next to these guys is Power Rangers. And yeah, these ones are the SPD Rangers. See his Shadow Ranger with his badge in the back there. And then I have the Omega Ranger on his bike right there. And these Psycho Rangers and that Omega Ranger are my latest acquisitions. I bought them all off of Amazon. Alright, next one. So here is the next majority of my collection that I have displayed in the one corner you always see in the background of my videos there. And yeah, as you can kind of see, kind of have this dynamic battle thing going on here. Got like Han and Lando and Chewie here facing off as troopers, Moloch. Oh, I see Jin's down for the count in the back there. Oh, and looks like Zuckus took a tumble there too. Huh. Oh well. But yeah, as you can all see all around here, I have a lot of people set up in dynamic poses there. Check out IG there about to chop off Wedge's hand there. Yeah. And I really gotta say, one of my proudest things I have in my collection is this Darth Vader right here. Just cause, yeah, it's amazing. Look at the size of him compared to my 6-inch action figures here. Do, 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 do. But yeah, aside from my awesome Vader here, I'll move on to show you guys the background here more. And yeah, to the right of Vader here, I have my little Kylo Ren and Rey love fight scene going on there with some white boxes in the background there. Cal, Luke, Jedi Knight, little droid, forget his name now. And yeah, and I have my Sith Trooper, my First Order Trooper, and my Imperial Trooper there set up to fly in the background. As you can see in the back there, I have them just set up with string and tacks, and a little rough and rudimental, but it works. Next up, I have this shelf. And yeah, as you can see with the dynamic going on right here, kind of have a Clone Wars / Revenge of the Sith feel, and a little bit of Phantom Menace there with Darth Maul going on. And yeah, and a couple of pops to associate them in the background there. That Count Dooku is real cool. He was a great figure they released, I'd say. Next up, I have this shelf. And yeah, those are original Blue Wave, Han and Chewie, Ceremony Luke, talking with a torture droid. Got my Toys R Us exclusive 2-pack in the back there. The original release Kanan Jarrus, because I've never bothered to buy the new releases yet. I don't have the money. I'm not that rich. Aside from buying awesome exclusives and things kind of like this. I mean, just look at that. It's one of those movie realization samurai troopers there. I actually bought that off of Papa Gord. And the same thing can be said about that Sith trooper right there. And actually that holiday trooper. Essentially, I guess you could say this is my Gord shelf. Because I bought that trooper off of Gord. Same with that Sith trooper exclusive. I'm so glad to find that. And then yeah, I caught the holiday trooper thing off of him, and I've actually had a lot of fun with that thing. I'm so sad that I got a big boo-boo on that thing now, just at the top of the box there. Moving my display one time, it took a tumble. But move on out from sad lane. And yeah, and I'll show you the rest of my shelf to the left here. I'm going to take a break because my arm is getting tired. Alright, and next up I have some of my Dragon Star figures here, along with my latest acquisition here, and that'd be this space ball that I have my Super Saiyan Vegeta sitting in, and that's just temporarily home until I get what I have in the mail coming in, because I have a few packages coming in, and one of them is Dragon Ball related that I bought off of Josh Pence a little while back there. I'm sure you guys will see the video there in one of my future episodes. I will have it titled probably Josh Pence, I'm thinking. I'm not sure about that yet though. But yeah, aside from Vegeta, Kaba, Super Saiyan 4, Goku, and Jiren right there, I have more Power Rangers here. And I actually ended up buying these guys off of Papa Gord as well. And you know, kind of thinking about it, between these three, those two, and actually thinking about it, my Shadow Ranger over there, kicking it with Omega Ranger there, I bought quite a few things off of Papa Gord. And I do kind of blame him for getting me into these Power Ranger figures there, because they are just greatly made figures if you ask me. And that's kind of why I went so knee deep into them. I actually got more Power Rangers coming in future videos and content. And yeah, like I said, I'm so knee deep in my Power Rangers figures there. It's just ridiculous, but I like them. Next up, I have some more Star Wars figures there. And that's an Archive Luke with an orange wave box Luke there, along with a Darth Vader where you can take his mask off, blue box if I remember correctly. Then have Obi-Wan's Force Ghost there kicking in the back there. And that's all that I have kicking on my red shelves right now. Right now I'll show you my black shelf setup that I have that you always see in the background there. Just give me a second here to reposition. Alright, and next up here I have my black shelf setup. The shelves you always see in the background there as well. And as you can see, I have them all in pretty well dynamic poses there. My little Master shelf with Master Splinter, Master Yoda, and Master Luke. And next up, I have Rey Skywalker and the Pink Ranger facing it off. Third off, I have Spider-Gwen kicking it with Princess Zelda. And then one of my favorite arcs from Dragon Ball Z, we have Gohan up against Cell. That was a great arc. I really hope to bring Cell in Dragon Ball Super, because he would be such an OP one. Other than that, I have Jango Fett kicking it on the wall, flying in and back. And you can just barely catch the attack and blue screen I'm using to set him up. I have Boba Fett also set up there at one point, but I'm working on something with him for a future video, and some of my own creations that inspired me for my second episode there. Alright, now to move to the second set of black shelves I have. Okay, and here we are to the second set of shelves here. Down bottom we have Vega Release Goldar there. And then we have a Jim Raynor figure there. I just really like this figure, and I did play the game before. And if you ask me, they did really good on his face sculpt right there. Alright, and then next up we have some Star Wars. And I kind of just picked these guys out because these are some of my favorite design troopers that I have on hand right now. Orange Wave Sand Trooper, Commander Bly, and the Shore Trooper. Next up, here are 2 of my 4 Mythic Legions I own. And I just gotta say, I don't have a lot of these, as I said I just have 4, but I really like how these scenes are well made. And when I got this red mage figure here, I just, let me just look at that face. Gorgeous. I really like the design of these 2 figures here. And that's just, if I remember correctly, an Elf Trooper builder or whatever. And finally, I have my Broly up against my Vegito. And yeah, as you can see, dynamic poses. I keep saying this because it's one of my favorite things to do with my action figures. Because I mean, if you just go from there, look down, and shoot across, and just little fights happening everywhere. This is the way I like to have my collection set up. Dynamic poses. Just the way I go. Alright, and next up I'll show you 2 small little collection of things I have. And here we are with more things I have set up around my display here. Alright, just quickly go over. More Dragon Stars. And this Gargoyle is the oldest action figure I own. I actually found this action figure last year, helping to clean up my grandma's old place there. My sister found it, and yeah, it was just awesome. I'm glad we found that action figure from my childhood again. Then we have these 2, Green and Black Ranger, Black Panther, Ghost, Baby Yoda, Dash Grogu, some Darkwing Duck and Ducktail pops, a couple of Lego pieces, my light up Kylo Ren pop. Just watch real quickly here. Next up I have this Superman silver coin here as well that I got from my brother as a birthday present. Then other than that, we have some pops set up right here. And there's one empty space there because I just recently sold a Kanan Jarrus pop on eBay there. And hopefully that falls through because I could use some money right now. Alright, next up I'll show you some pops that are usually hiding right above me. And kind of like is a couple of collections that I'm seeking to go after now. Just give me a second here to set up again. Alright, and here I am with the last of my pops. Batman pops, Power Ranger, one Dragon Ball, Sidney Crosby there. And right around the corner here, I have my Ready Player One pops. And this is one of my personal favorite movies of all. And those Ready Player Ones that Batman, the animated series pops, and actually some more of those Darkwing Duck, Ducktail pops are more what I want to buy in the future pop-wise. Alright, and I think that's about everything now. I thank you once again to come take a look at my collection I have all around my room here. And I hope to see you guys in the next time in the future on my next coming up episodes. Thank you again. Have a good night. Bye.